Hi everyone, Liz here, thanks for stopping by. So just a quick little kitting down video, just a couple of special drill projects that I've done with just a few gems to put away and just let you know what's been happening. If you follow me on Facebook or on Instagram, or if you've seen the community posts on YouTube, yeah, you will know that hubby has been in hospital. Yeah, so after myself being poorly in November and having that horrible dreaded leggy cold type virus or whatever it was I had, then yeah, well, I didn't pass it on to hubby, but then he decided to come out in sympathy and got a water infection. And yeah, when he gets so I'll just take these out of here. When he gets infections, oh, keep that in there actually, and I won't lose it. He does tend to get very, very strange. If you've ever come across anybody that's got one of these type water infections, yeah, we're in A&E in the hospital, accident and emergency, and he thought he was in McDonald's, so that was quite fun. But anyway, so yeah, we've just got 4 standard gems there, so they'll just go in the standards. But I just thought I'll do a very quick video just to say a huge thank you everybody that sent us good wishes. Hubby really does appreciate it. He is home now, and today, because of his water infection, unfortunately that did stop his kidneys from working. So yeah, today he has actually gone for dialysis. So yeah, that's where he's going to be now, 3 times a week. So he will be trundling in a little ambulance medibus or whatever, and yeah, going to just have some treatment, some dialysis. So yeah, it's not nice, unfortunately. It has brought things to a head a lot quicker than we were expecting. You know, we thought it was going to be after Christmas, but unfortunately things, you know, happen, and that's happened. So yeah, he is now on his dialysis. So they came for him at about 11 o'clock this morning, and yeah, I thought, oh well, while he's not here, I'll just quickly do a video, just put these away and just have a quick little chat, as I say. And huge thank you to everybody for your good wishes. It really, really is appreciated. Right, I'm just looking at these. So we've got some gold stars, we've got silver, we've got, oh, I'm not quite sure what colour that is. I think that's a different colour. I'll have to look for that one. Red. Looks like they're the same ones anyway. We've got silver there, we've got silver there, and we've got red there. So it looks like they're mainly reds. So yeah, Thursday we had a doctor's appointment anyway. I'm just looking in me large round reds, and when I went to the doctor's, I did take a sample for them, and when they did this, when they tested the sample, he did actually have, as I say, a water infection. So we've got 3 sizes, haven't we, in these? Yeah, they're a little bit smaller, so I'm looking for sort of medium ones. I know they're a different size. And these are ones with no facets on, so I don't want any with facets on. So let me just keep looking through these. See if I can talk and do this at the same time, see if my brain will actually work. I think they could be those. I think they could be those, and I think they could be those. So let me have a look. So yeah, he got some antibiotics, and we rang the people at the dialysis, sort of pre-dialysis. I think they call it low clearance or something like that. And they said, oh no, you can't give him those antibiotics, they'll make it worse. So then we had to wait and get another set of antibiotics, and I had to get somebody to collect them for me, because once hubby sort of starts going a bit strange, he can't be left because he's not safe. Yeah, he doesn't know who he is, where he is, what's going on. And as I say, when we were in accident and emergency, he thought we were in McDonald's. And the nurse said to him, oh, would you like something to eat or drink? And he says, I'll have a Big Mac, please. Not quite sure whether the nurse has ever been asked for a Big Mac before, but anyway. He didn't know who I was. It's very bizarre having a conversation with somebody about you when he doesn't know that it is you. So, you know, he's saying to me, oh, I don't know where she's gone and what she's doing and what's happening. And I'm saying, but I'm here. And he's saying, no, not you, the other Liz. And I'm saying, well, there is only me. And then at the end, you just sort of like agree. He's still falling out of bed quite a bit. So we have got, you know, somebody coming to see us about that. Because obviously you can't keep falling out of bed. He is going to end up hurting himself. And, you know, we don't want that. We've had enough wrong over the last few years. So, yeah, I think I got to a point where I was trying to look after him at home. And the ambulance, sorry, and I got to a point where I was trying to look after him at home. And, you know, because he's always determined he's not going in hospital. He's terrified of hospitals. And I said to him, oh, you know, you're going to have to go in if you get any worse. Anyway, you know, I was having to stay with him, which is why I've not been able to do videos, not been able to do any diamond painting, because literally I've just had to lay next to him on the bed. It was bad enough trying to keep him in bed. But, I mean, if he gets up, he was just falling because he just wasn't strong enough to sort of look after himself. So, you know, that was quite a battle as well. These are all the miscellaneous gold ones that I've got. So I'm looking for stars that like the yellowy gold. And yeah, I think they're those. Oh, it could be that size actually. Yeah, it's that one. So yeah, I was having to keep him in bed and just lay next to him. So I've just been watching YouTube and reading, basically. I think I downloaded a load of books. I read like a Kindle on my phone. And do it that way and just watching him like a hawk all the time. Anyways, we got to Sunday afternoon. He'd not slept at all Saturday night. He gets to a point where he just never shuts up. So he'd been awake for 24 hours. Well, so had I. And I'm not good without sleep. I don't do no sleep. I'm not that kind of person. And yeah, he was... And I said, all right, come on, you need to take your antibiotic. And he says, you're just trying to poison me. And I thought, oh, no. I said, no, I'm not. You know, you need to take this, otherwise I'm going to ring an ambulance. And he's saying, you can do as you're like, but you're trying to poison me. I'm like, oh, no. So anyway, I finally persuaded him to put the antibiotic in his mouth, and I gave him a drink and he drank it all. Next thing I know, I was watching him. He turns round and he spat the tablet out. He'd had it underneath his tongue. So I just thought, oh, that's it. You know, if he's not going to take his antibiotics, he's definitely not going to get any better. So yeah, I rang for an ambulance. I think it was about 3 o'clock. They took nearly 2 hours to arrive. And I said to the guy in the ambulance, you know, they were lovely, absolutely lovely, the paramedics. You know, what's the sort of wait time? Because I know the waiting is just horrific at the moment at our hospital. And they said, well, 5 hours outside in the car park is about an average. So we got to Hull Royal Infirmary, and actually we were lucky. We were only 2 hours in the ambulance in the car park. Lucky, oh goodness. Hubby ended up, well, he looked like Mary. I think he was doing the nativity play, or one of the shepherds, because he put the blanket sort of round over his head and round his head. I suppose he maybe looked a bit like a nun as well, you know, so he had the blanket like over his head and draped round his shoulders. We just left him, and he was, you know, convinced there was somebody else in the ambulance with us. And yeah, it was quite trying, to be fair. Nothing the ambulance people haven't seen before, I'm sure. But yeah, by this time we were quite tired. I think it was about 6 o'clock. I think, I'm just trying to think. We did actually then, they decided that there was some spare beds in the fracture clinic, because the fracture clinic was being Sunday sort of tea time-ish, was actually closed. So they put us all into beds. Well, put hubby into a bed in the fracture clinic. Sorry, I'm looking for miscellaneous large rounds now. And we were there for a couple of hours, and then he went to like the triage nurse, which is before you go into an A&E bed. accident and emergency bed. Yeah, that's one of those. And they took some bloods and took all his details. And then we were in the corridor next to the in and outdoors, which wasn't great for Hubby. I did cover him up quite a bit, but was great for me because by this time, you know, hospitals are always warmed. So we were like near the back doors. We were literally the sliding door where the trolleys were coming in there, as they were bringing patients in, and we were sort of like in a little, well, next to the window here, so everybody that came in and out were like coming past us. So yeah, that wasn't brilliant, I have to say. I think I'm just going to have to put that one in a bag on its own because it's a very different one. And then I think at 11 o'clock that night we eventually got into A&E and got into a bed. And then I stayed with him and we had a doctor come to see him. At one bit he was fighting me to actually get off the trolley, and he literally scooted himself to the edge and he was sat on the edge of the trolley fighting to get off. Well, he can't walk and he can't stand, so if he'd have got off the trolley he'd have just ended up on the floor. And I shouted a nurse, you know, said, oh, can you help me, can you help me? And he's like fighting away trying to get past me. The nurse says to him, come on, Mr. Harrison, just get back on the trolley. And he just says, oh, okay then, and just got back on the trolley. Could have hit him. Oh dear. But then we were in McDonald's and he just wasn't sleeping. He's just, I think it's sort of like fighting the infection. It just keeps him going fighting. So he was just, you know, fighting away. And then it got to 4 o'clock in the morning and I was just feeling absolutely dreadful. And I said, oh, I'm going to have to go home. They were going to then take him to a ward anyway. So yeah, they said, oh, well, we'll take him to the ward. We'll ring you and let you know where he is and what's happening. Yeah, I said, oh, well, I just came home in a taxi, got in and just went straight to bed. And then the next day he actually rang me up because I'd left him his phone and everything. I've played this game before, taking him to hospital. I know I always have a little bag packed ready and everything. And he's been a couple of days in hospital. The first couple of days apparently he was terrible with the infection, you know, causing him to be not very good. And then yesterday they decided to send him home. So he came home. He's been fine. He said it was lovely sleeping in his own bed again, which of course it will be. And then today he's had to go back to go for his dialysis. So I'll see what he's got to say when he gets in. I'm expecting him any time now. He's been, it's about 4 hours, the dialysis. And then obviously they pick and drop other people off as well. So anyway, I've put those away. I've updated you on everything that's been going on. I have got some videos coming out. I've got some unboxings that I've done. Just tried to get a few little videos done this afternoon while Hubby's not here. And a few bits and pieces, and got a few jobs done and got some washing done and everything. So yeah, as I say, I can't thank you enough for all the good wishes. I'm blown away by it. It's really lovely of everybody. And I really, really do appreciate it. And as I say, I've read them all out to Hubby as well. And he really appreciates it as well. So thank you ever so much for all the good wishes, as I say, and for coming along and just watching this quick little video, which I'll try and get up tonight, so at least you're updated as to what's going on. Thumbs up is always much appreciated. I won't say if you've enjoyed the video because there hasn't really been much to it, but I'd love you to come back and stay, and any comments or questions in the comments down below as always. And if you do want to join the little family, and it's not always quite as moany as this and hospitals, although it is sometimes, but yeah, if you press that subscribe button down in the corner and the all notifications bell, you'll be notified when the videos come up and you won't miss the new unboxings. And I've got some really exciting stuff, and I've got a team order as well, which I've had sat around for ages. So yeah, I need to do that. Okay, thanks ever so much for stopping by, and I do hope to see you all again soon. Take care everybody. Bye for now.